Hey everyone, wanted to go over one of my favorite ICOs that I've been watching lately. Um, Here it is. It's called Signals Network. It's ranked pretty high, starts really soon, but I was looking at it today and it looks really good. I'm just going to give this disclaimer now. It is close to U.S. resident, so if you're like me and a U.S. citizen, then you might as well just go back to what you're doing. Let's take a look at the total metrics. Okay, here it is. Here's signals. Let me scroll over. So like I said, it's coming up pretty soon. It does last a while. That's the downside. Um, and as far as price and the cap and everything goes, so they've released some details about their pre-sale. So these are basically estimates based off of their pre-sale. Definitely missing some token sale details, but I just kind of did the best I could, and these are obviously pretty close to what I expect them to be. Uh, so the only sad thing here is 50% is going to be of the tokens are going to be up for sale. That's good. 18 million hard cap. That's definitely good. Like to see something with small caps. They do have a prototype. They do have a really great team, all-star team. They also have really good advisors as well. Definitely excited by that. And then let's take a look at their community. So they have a really big Telegram following, which is really good, and also pretty big on Facebook and Twitter. So definitely a really good following. It is an app, and it is a basically kind of data marketplace and trading app. I guess I'd kind of categorize it as. Let's take a look at their website, just kind of clarify things. So you can see the token sale starts literally in like a day and a half. So if you're going to participate, get registered, start moving over your Ether or whatever currency you want to use to participate. So basically they want to make a marketplace for machine learning to make trading basically easier to do. So people who trade cryptocurrencies, there's going to be a marketplace and it's going to become a lot easier in order to do. So you can kind of see some of their goals. Keep going down. So no programming skills needed. That's a really big plus because so far, pretty much everyone who is involved in cryptocurrency, I feel like, has some kind of coding background or programming experience. There's all kind of power and flexibility with this, and also you can get crowdsourced wisdom. So basically, you can base your trades off of how other people's trades are doing. And here's kind of an overview. So like I said, the no programming, that's definitely a big thing. This kind of shares that idea with card stack. Both of these are very similar. So you can connect it to an exchange and backtest it. So what that means is basically test your strategy against backtested data from that exchange. So if you just want to test things out without wasting any money on anything, that's a really great way. And then once you basically backtest it and you find out that your algorithm is going to make profit, you can basically use that. And you can basically automate your trading then. And then you can share it and monetize it. They do have a roadmap here. It's kind of hard to read because it's at an angle, but you can kind of see they do have an alpha version here. You can check it out. I did. It's a kind of working first alpha pretty much. Now one of the most exciting parts. So the team. So let's take a look at kind of the big three, the kind of C-level executives. We'll start with these three, and I've got their LinkedIn's up already. So he's the CEO at Signals. So you can see he's got it here. It's definitely a good thing. Like to see that from team members. And you can kind of see some of his back experience. So most of it is programming and kind of developer oriented, software developer oriented. So he is in the CEO role. So I'd like to see some. Usually, I'd like to see someone with a little bit more business background. This is kind of a really intense software development project, and there are lots of people on the team with business experience. So that really doesn't, flake me at all. There's really nothing wrong with that. You can see he's got a really good education. So definitely one All-Star. Let's go over to their second. This is the CTO. So we go down here, we can see got Signals listed, which definite plus. You can see some of his other experience as a software developer. I definitely like to see lots of that. And there's lots of experience. I'll keep scrolling through this. And he actually has more, but I'll just go down to his education. Got a master's degree, that's definite plus, more than just a bachelor's. Definitely exciting stuff. I definitely consider him an all-star. Let's take a look at the third team member. So works Signals as well. Assistant professor at that university. Derivatives trader. So this guy has some trading background, and that is really something you want to see as well. Definitely like seeing that. He's got his PhD, which is even better. So definitely excited about all three of those because they're all on the team. Take a look at the other team members, and they're all just as good. I want to kind of flip over to. There are a couple of advisors I want to point out, so I'll just go over to their LinkedIn's. Here's one of them. What I like about him is he lists Signals in his LinkedIn profile. So I definitely like to see that. I definitely like it when advisors, that kind of gives it a little bit of, a lot more credibility. Because the Signals Network team is basically saying this guy's the advisor and this guy's saying yes, I am. So I like seeing that. And that's actually one of the reasons I picked this advisor. Let's go over to the other one. So you can see he's got lots of blockchain experience. He does this Signals Network is one of his advisors. He's got tons of education and more experience here. We won't go through it. Let me jump back to the website. So you can see kind of the full team. There's a whole bunch of people. I'll kind of scroll through them all now. Then we get down to the advisors. There's all kind of advisors with a bunch of different backgrounds. Definitely something we like to see. Not just business, but also blockchain and everything. FinTech. So that's good to see. You can see some partners that they have now. These are some pretty good names. Really aren't too many details as how in-depth those partnerships are. And here's the token sale that's going to start. You can see in the pre-sale, they sold about 2 million tokens for just over $500,000. So that's like a quarter of a token. And that was discounted. So that's why I kind of estimated if that was about 30% discounted, that's kind of how I estimated the regular token sale and the price for that.